Hello friends, welcome to Birens Academy. I am Pramila. Today we will going to cover the post-colonialism, one of the important and prominent critic or the theorist, that is Edward Said. And his time period was 1935 to 2003. And he was regarded as the most prominent literary theorist of post-colonialism. So, Edward Ward Said was a literary theoretician and a founding figure of post-colonialism in USA. So, Edward Said किए थे से गोटे लिटरेरी थियोरिटिशियन थिले आ फाउंडिंग फिगर थिले पोस्ट कलोनियलिज्म यूएसए रो ओके सो द फर्स्ट बुक दैट एडवर्ड सेड पब्लिश्ड वाज जोसेफ कॉनराड एंड द फिक्शन ऑफ ऑटोबायोग्राफी which published on 1966 and his first book एडवर्ड सेडଙ୍କର फर्स्ट बुक जोड़ा पब्लिश होता जोसेफ कॉनराड एंड द फिक्शन ऑफ ऑटोबायोग्राफी which was written on which was published on 1966 बुझिपाल जे when we are studying about one of the important critic or theorist or any writers novelist dramatist we have to remember his first writing and the last writing. That is very much important. Apart from that we have to remember the important writings बुझिपाल जे किछि गोटे नोवेलिस्ट बा थियोरिस्ट ड्रामाटिस्ट हुंतु जहाँ भी क्रिटिक हुंतु जो विषय आम भी पढ़ा से फर्स्ट राइटिंग और लास्ट राइटिंग बहुत इंपोर्टेंट एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ताकू छाड़ला बाद जहाँ जहाँ इंपोर्टेंट राइटिंग जो द्वारा कि से बहुत फेमस हुंती से गुड़ा को मन रखी जो दैट आर वेरी मच इंपोर्टेंट ओके नेक्स्ट इन एडवर्ड सेड क्रिटिसिज्म एंड सोसाइटी which published on 2010 okay Edward Said's criticism and society where Abraham Hussein said that Conrad's novella The Heart of Darkness okay Joseph Conrad has written the novel that is Heart of Darkness which was very much important okay so the Conrad's novella Heart of Darkness is published on 1899 was the foundational to Said's reacted ideas okay it was the foundational to Said's reacted ideas. He worked as a music critic for the National magazine and wrote 4 books about music. So he worked as a music critic मध्य थिले कोथरे द नेशनल मैगजीन एटा मन रखिबो से म्यूजिक क्रिटिक थिले नेशनल मैगजीन रो जो थ्री कि से अबाउट 4 बुक्स पब्लिश करथिले अंडरस्टूड इन 1993 Said published culture and imperialism as a sequel to Orientalism. As Edward Said Orientalism is very much important so in 1993 रे कौन करथिले से तांकर कल्चरल एंड इंपेरियलिज्म तार गोटे सिक्वेलटा पब्लिश करथिले अंडरस्टूड व्हिच इज एज ए सिक्वेल टू ओरिएंटलिज्म रो गोटे सिक्वेल थिला हमरो कल्चर एंड इंपेरियलिज्म बुझि परलो सेती से पब्लिश करथिले and his novel ideas are based on Occidentalism that is belongs to the West and the Orientalism which belongs to East. बुझिपाल एगुड़ा की पॉइंट्स मन रखिबो that his novel ideas, novel thoughts and important school where from he belongs to that school. Okay, important school and even his novel ideas are related to which theory, which criticism. बुझिपाल Occidentalism, Orientalism. Understood? Next, he belongs to the post-colonialism and postmodernism. He belongs to the school of post-colonialism and postmodernism. एटा मन रखिबो जे post-colonialism और postmodernism रो से belongs करले ए दुटा स्कूल से belongs करथले. Understood? And his important books on music that he has written 4 books on music. That's his important books on music that is Musical Elaboration, which published on 1991. Musical Elaboration, which published on 1991. Parallels and Paradox, that is Explanation in Music and Society, 2002. Parallels and Paradox, Explanation in Music and Society, which published on 2002. On Late Style, that is Music and Literature Against the Grain, which published on 2006. Okay, on Late Style, Music and Literature Against the Grain, which published on 2006. Then the fourth one is Music at the Limit, that published on 2007. Music at the Limit, which published on 2007. Understood? So these are the four musical criticism or musical writing of Edward Said. And Edward Said was very much famous for his culture and imperialism and the theory of Orientalism also. So I have highlighted here his important writings and important points. Understood? So Edward Said belongs to post-colonialism, and he was a very important and prominent critic of post-colonialism. Try to remember that one. If you have any kind of doubt regarding Edward Said, you can ask me or message me also. Thank you for the class.